What is up, guys, gals, and non-binary pals? My name is Naomi. Welcome to House of Miscellania. It's Saturday night. Saturday night. I want to say hello to everybody who's already in the chat, which I will do in just a moment. Let me get through my tools real quick. This is my pen from Diamond Pen Pal. This is the Satura pen. She beautiful, she beautiful. In my single placer, I am using Ghost from Diamond Painting Daily. And wow, and then I'm using in my multi-placer Purple Prismatic Sparkle Putty from Butterfly Effectwares. And then my tray here is from Firefly. This is the Switch Mini Max. It has a removable lid, a removable trash tray, and then it has an open and closed pour spout, right, Shaw, and then you can put your pen in the top of it and it won't roll away. Very handy stuff. Woo! And then I have the diamond painting that I am working on. I have like a row and a little over a half left on it. It is, hold please, trying to get it, there we go. Valkyria and Pegaso from Bella Art Diamonds. This one is a 60 by 60 centimeters in square drills. It is beautiful. We like it. It's pretty. I'm going to say hello to everyone in the chat. Live hasn't started yet. Uh-oh. I guess Sujin's behind. Hello to Digital Divine Weapon. You know what? Look, I look to see why, if there was a way I could change the names, why it's saying like at Digital Divine Weapon instead of your names. I don't know why it's doing that. I don't know what happened because it worked just fine on Crashly's live. So I don't know if it's a setting that I did something weird. Not really certain what's happening. So I don't know how to fix it. But anyways, hello to Digital Divine Weapon. Hello, Jen Wilson. Calf, hello. Tigger, hi. Hi, Allison. Hello, Shannon. Hello, Vicky. Hello, Sarah. Gonna make dinner. Hi, Annie. Hello to Abby. Hello to Sue Jin. Hi to Shelby. Hello to Crafty Tech with Rhonda. Welcome to your first live stream. Hopefully you'll have a good time. We're pretty nuts around here. And Josh, what's up, Joshy Poo? That's your new nickname. Hi, Brenda. And hi, Glory. How's everybody doing? Welcome, welcome. Okay, so yeah, the mane is looking really, really beautiful. The tail looks good too. In fact, let me kind of show you through the canvas real quick before I get started on actually working on it. And then we're gonna talk some, because I might actually switch this out. I'm not sure yet. We'll see what happens, but there's a reason for that. I want to show you through it though, so I got to get some stuff out the way. How is everybody doing on this fine Saturday night? I saw lots of you over in the auction. Tigger did some cleaning up today. Love your videos. Learned so much from me. Thank you, Rhonda. I appreciate that. I really do. And if you have any questions, do not, be afraid to ask any questions. I love to answer questions. So this one from Bella Art. Now, some things that I have learned about this beautiful thing here is that, yes, it is hand charted, but there is a lot of the prior like computer render left in this piece. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous, and the finish is going to look amazing, right? But there is a lot of confetti in this piece that you wouldn't expect to see, but I feel like it's really improved the piece. I just was not prepared. I wasn't ready for the amount of confetti that this was going to be. I had kind of prepped in my mind that it was going to be a fairly color blocky kit because there's not much to it, right? There's Valkyria, there's Pegaso, there's some white and pink wings, like there's only 56 colors. I thought, okay, it's not going to be that big a deal. We're going to have lots of color blocking. That is not what happened. Hi, Tanis. Hi, Dot and Diney. Just working on a piggy in a tub. Nice. Very nice. So yeah, what you can see though from viewing distance. Like even her kneecap, you can see the shadow in her thigh here. Um, you can see that like there's a lot of shading around the boobuses, right? The breasticles. You can see that they've outlined a lot of everything, right? You can see all of the shading in these feathers on the wings, all of the different colors in the tail. I mean, it's phenomenal, right? So that it's going to be beautiful when it's done. All of this shade that's happening in the cloud underneath Pegaso. I mean, it's amazing. But there's a lot of confetti. You can see actually like in the butt of Pegaso here, that's all confetti. You can see in the tail here, that's all confetti. In fact, this square, like right about, it was this square here was 53 of the 56 colors just in this square. It was a lot. It was a lot to do. So, it's been a good time. I'm really enjoying it, but man, oh man. So, getting back on to the chat here. Glad I got to catch you live. I'm glad you got to catch me live too, Dot and Diney. I was in the auction for a little while, but it was too hard not to buy. I hear that. Already spent 400 today from Etsy sellers, Tmall, and Diamond Art Club. Well, dang, Rhonda. What they get you spending something, I don't know, in other places. That's a lot of wallet damage. Yeah, I agree. Did you get anything from today's DAC drop? Sujin asks, did you get anything from today's DAC drop? I did, actually. We had a Morales that dropped, right? And so I did pick up the Morales, and I had to. I absolutely had to. She was a must buy. You know what I mean? That butt dithering, all that butt dither. Um, Hello, Amy, Wicked Kitty Princess. Welcome, Peggy, and hi to Tanis. And yes, holy moly, confetti is exactly right. Um, and your doll had 55 of 55. Woo! Yeah, so honestly, I'm not gonna say that I don't recommend this kit because that's not it at all. The finish is going to be stunning when it's all the way done. It's already beautiful, right? Already beautiful. But you need to prepare yourself for the confetti in this kit. It was not at all what I expected. Like I said, I thought it was going to be a lot of kind of color blocking and, a little shading here and there, but there's probably, I would say, 10 different skin tones just in her thigh. Just in the thighs, 10, easily 10 colors just in there. So if you are looking for a color blocking piece, Valkyria and Pegaso is not it, but it is really beautiful. And so I do love it for that reason. Let's see. I'm glad you were able to get the Morales this morning. Me too, Nori. Woo! That was it was a little bit sketchy because for some people the app wasn't loading and yikes. And green released this morning. Yes, so the one that released this morning is called Luncheon, which is green in Tagalog. There's actually 3 in that set. One that has not yet released, and then another that has released, but in the mystery. Now, I don't want to go into too much detail about what's in the mystery of the other 3, etc., because I don't want to give away the mystery for anybody who does not know. But yes, there is a set of 3. One of them is in the mystery, and then one of them released today. I don't know when we're going to get the third, but I'm glad. You got the Morales. You were surprised it was still available when you woke up from your nap. Oh, I know. I know it. There was all kinds of issues with that. And then that the Hades and Persephone from Chrisabug, really beautiful. Hello, Mel. Thank you for stopping in to say hello and hit the like button. I appreciate that. So yeah, it was a butt clencher to be sure, because a lot of people were saying like, "Oh my gosh, it's not loading." We did get our uh like the scratch and win thing from Dax, like trick or treat. Mine was a trick, air quote, a trick with 23% off, which felt like a treat to me. I don't know what a like if that's a trick, what were the treats? I know one of the treats was like BOGO 50, but you got the green Morales, you had to. Same. Yes, green is my favorite color before blue, believe it or not. I know it's hard to believe, but ooh, last game in the World Series. Well, enjoy that. I heard the previous game was pretty epic. So, yeah. But anyways, yeah, so there was some butthole clenching this morning that happened. I know that. Now, did anybody else the app was lagging, says Noel. Very true. You got 23% off also. Okay. So like that felt like a treat to me. I don't know about anybody else. Hmm. Listen, Mel, just leave me on mute and go watch your game. Okay. So maybe I won't work on this right now, but we can work on hitting up my choice for Mary Morales, since tonight will be kind of an info meeting about it. Let me put her, we're gonna put her down there for right now. Okay. So the one that I settled on, if you watched the info video, was appropriately Trapper. You got both the Chrysabug and Morales. You got last of the Hades and Persephone. Wow. Here we go. Here she is. Onahime. I'm really excited to work on Onahime. She is 69 colors. Teehee. 69 colors, and a lot of them are orange. As you can see, a lot of them are oranges. Need to get some storage for her though. Maybe we can, let's see, what can I put her in for right now? I gotta, you know what, I gotta kit something down. Well, we'll work on kitting her down and we'll talk about Mary Morales at the same time. What will we kit down? I think we can kit down. Yeah, if it's 3, I would need another one of those. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. We'll get down Dreaming with Wolves, I think. But yeah, this is my choice. What are you guys gonna work on? She was your first Morales, Shelby. I love her. Sherry, welcome. This is my first live with you and will be my first Mary Morales event. Sweet. Yeah, 23% off was a treat to me. I don't know. I'm not mad about it, you know? Okay, so we're gonna set her down there for now too, because you guys get to watch me kit down my Dax squares into my container. Haha. Right. Here we go. This is my storage. This is what I put my spare drills into. Whoa, look at that. Now, I do have more than just Diamond Art Club in here, but um, I've had to consolidate in a lot of different ways, because this is just my squares. This is not even my rounds. It's a lot, y'all. You're gonna do Down the Rabbit Hole. Thank you, Mel. I hope you have a great time watching the World Series. World Series? No, not World Series. The heck did you, yeah, the World Series. I knew what I was talking about. I don't know why I doubted myself. Kidding Down Midnight Laundromat. Hi, Mary Ann. Welcome, welcome. Okay, Rhonda, what is a Mary Morales event? So, I am going to be running an event from December 1st all the way to the 31st of October, and it will be celebrating the incomparable works of Diamond Art Club current artist Margaret Morales. Now, let me show you a few. Let's see, where did I stick those? Hold on, I gotta find something for you first. And I'll show you a few of her artworks that are not, these aren't diamond paintings yet, but they will be very, very, very soon. Um, Margaret is my absolute favorite artist. You'll see why in a moment. Now, like I said, these are not diamond paintings yet, but you never know with Diamond Art Club. Here's one piece by Margaret. This beautiful, beautiful piece. We've got another one here. This beautiful piece by Margaret. She is a watercolor artist. She's Filipino and a traditional artist. There's no AI in any of her pieces. This is another beautiful piece by Margaret. I can't wait until these are turned into diamond paintings someday. I will get all of them. January 31st is your birthday. Yay, birthday. Thank you all for explaining that. I do love her work, but I'll buy one and join y'all. Yeah, you should. Here's another one. There are some pieces by Margaret that are still available over at Diamond Art Club if you don't already have one of her pieces. I have her entire collection. Sans the one that's supposed to be arriving, you know, that was for sale this morning. So I don't have it yet, but I will when it gets here. And so any piece that is licensed by Margaret, including Diamond Art Club, Heaven and Earth Designs, if you're doing a cross stitch conversion, or DIY Moon Shop also has some older pieces of hers that you can get your hands on. You can work on anything that as long as it is licensed. There's also a custom from Diamond Art Club by Margaret floating around out there. But my understanding is the one person who owns that will not be working on that piece. Understandably, it's one of one. And if you want to save that unicorn for something very, very special, I completely understand. I'm going to lift you guys up a little bit, so don't get sick. Here we go. Going up. Elevator, go up. There we go. There we go. Okay. So, yeah, for anybody who has a custom piece, you know, I completely understand waiting because I would too, honestly. To finish my current whip first. Well, Digital Divine Weapon, you have a full month before the event starts, so I completely get it. I have to finish my whips first too. Joshy Poo is thinking about doing Chroma. She was lots of fun. Can't decide between Einafel, Down the Rabbit Hole, and Satura. Oh, that's a terrible choice. Oh, I'd be crying. I believe I have two of them. I'll go check my stash. Hi, Matt. Welcome. I still read your name as Matt Smarmy Check. I'm going to say I'm going for it. It's Smarmy Check from now on. I've been planning for Down the Rabbit Hole since last year. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. We love it. I gotta, you know what? Let me get some things out of my way here so I can make sure I can make space, put something down so we can kit something up. So that all being said, the event begins, like I said, on December 1st. And if you've already started a Morales, or if you start your Morales now and you want to, you know, continue on into the 1st of December to begin the event, you are welcome to do so. There is nothing against getting a little bit of a head start, especially if you're a little bit slower of a worker. You are welcome to begin as long as when you are working on that kit, you leave yourself either a 30 by 30 square section, whatever, or 9 of the DAC squares to work on. Because 9 DAC squares equals out to a 30 by 30 centimeter section. That makes sense. So 9 DAC squares left. That's all you need. And if you would like to participate in the event for prizes, then you'll want to make sure, first of all, that you are either A, in the Facebook group, or be in the Discord group, because you can decide one or the other wherever you'd like to post your pictures. But once you pick one, you got to stick with that. And then you're going to want to fill out the entry form. Now, I do have a link to the entry form. Let me share that with you here. Here is a link for that. Wallflower, hello. You know what? I was literally just thinking about you, Wallflower. I was like, I haven't seen her in a minute. Let me send her a message. And then boom, there you are. So if you would like, go ahead and fill out the entry form. Make sure that you are either part of the Discord group or the Facebook group, one or the other, so that you have a place to post your pictures. You're continuing your kit from last year today. Yay! I was going to do Chroma, but I'm leaning towards Lumina. That's a good pick too. Satura is still my favorite finish I've done so far. Oh my gosh. Sujin's still not sure. I love to have a couple whips going at once. My ADHD doesn't like to work on one at a time. I'm there with you, Rhonda. I am there with you. Sorry, still having dinner. No, you're fine, Wallflower. I just wanted to make sure you were okay. I hadn't seen you in a little bit. I missed you. So yeah, if you are going for weekly prizes, you're going to want to make sure you have the entry form in and that you are in either the Facebook or the Discord. And then every week on Mondays, I'm going to be posting a video wherein it will give you some instruction. So it might say during the video, like I'll somewhere in there, I'll say something like, hey, and here's your task for the week. Comment down below on your favorite Margaret Morales piece that begins with C, right? So obviously that piece would be Chroma, because I don't think any of her other pieces start with C, or I just picked the bad one, which is fine. But, everybody would have either the same answer or something in that answer that I can count it toward your comment for the week. You'll have both the picture and your comment in by Thursday, 11:59 p.m. And that will qualify you, along with your completion of a 10 by 10 square and the picture. That will qualify you for weekly prizes. Now, this year ended up working out a little strangely as far as the time goes. There will actually be this time 9 weeks of prizes and ultimate and grand prizes. So we're going to have 9 weeks of prizes. And then we're going to do our ultimate and grand prize, which would be announced the first Saturday in February. So we'll do that last ultimate prize. We're going to stretch it just a little bit into February because of the way that the weeks work out this year. It's a little funky. So there should be plenty of opportunity for you to win prizes. Now, if you're going for the ultimate prize, you are not required a new start for this. So if you're starting something new, like I said, and you want to start working on it now, you can do that. Nothing against it. But you're going to want to make sure that when you do that, that you have at least a 30 by 30 section or 9 DAC squares to work with left on your canvas, because by the end of the event, you will need to make sure that you have a finish to qualify for the ultimate grand prize or grand prizes. And then I'll get to your question in just a second, Shelby. So yeah, you're going to want to do your 5 out of the, well, it says 8, but it's really going to be 9. So 5 out of 9, a little over half, is still pretty generous of me. 5 out of the 9 weeks worth of submissions, you're going to need to have completed with the photo of your 10 by 10 sections, and then making sure that you're doing a comment on the weekly videos. Again, 5 out of 9. Because it's near the holidays, I want to make sure that everybody has ample opportunity to get in on an ultimate prize for this, that you have plenty of time for a finish. I'm giving you basically a full week to make sure that you get your finish done. Okay. And I'm only requiring 5 out of 9. So if you get them in at the end, like there's plenty of opportunity. Okay. It says, will you specify if you want a name of diamond painting or if anything she's done counts? What do you mean? Oh, you talking about during the video? The instructions during the video will be very specific. If you took part in Gods and Goddesses, you kind of already know how that went, where I'll ask a kind of a weird question where somebody can't just crib your answer. They're not going to know what the answer is. It's going to be hidden in there. Some people may be able to guess it, but for the most part, like we don't want people just going into the comments going, "Oh, look, everybody said chroma. I better say chroma too." You know what I mean? So yeah, it will be very specific in the video what you need to do each week. And then guess what, guys? Margaret is sponsoring again this year. And this time she said that she's going to have new diamond paintings embellished in her shop that she will be offering for sale. And then the winner is going to get items that she has not sold before. I am so jealous. I don't get any of those prizes. So I am incredibly jealous of every person who ends up getting something because I'm not getting nothing. It's going to be amazing. Amazing. Very, very jealous. I will also be partnering up with Crashly, and she is going to be creating some Mary Morales merch this year, which I am super stoked for. So if you're working on a diamond painting, one, you can probably already get get the artwork that you're working on from Crashly, but she's also going to create one specifically for Mary Morales, which I am stoked about. I hope that you are too, because we're working together on something real special. You know, I find it funny because I was worried that like the Diamond Art Club die lots were not going to match up when I started to mix my drills together. You know, I've never had an issue with a die lot matching. Not yet, anyway. Knock wood, I guess. Sounds like a busy time and fun. Hi, Val. Yes, it's busy, but man, do I have a blast. I love to give away prizes. It's like my second favorite thing in the whole wide world. Giving away free stuff to people. Beans, are you over there just throwing a fit? Yeah? Okay, good to know. So, do tell if you haven't already. Do you hear him? Do you hear him over there? Beans is just over there pitching a little baby fit about something. I think, what's that? He's floor swimming, yes. He's having a swim on the floor. I think he's ready for you to go somewhere with him, Dustin. Oh, chewing on the plant. Crashly and you together are going to come up with something awesome. I hope so. I'm looking forward to it. So what you're looking at here is actually like my squares leftovers. This is all of the squares that I've collected from all of my various kits over time. And holy crap, it's a lot. It's a whole lot. Let's see. I'm going through my diamond, take some to daughter's house for her family to work on. Ooh. Like licensed or not licensed stuff, Val? Grumpy Beans. That's right. That's how he lives his life. Sir Grumpy. His Highness does not like to be told he needs to wait for anything in life. It's not okay to ask him, even. Don't ask him to wait. He does not like waiting. It's his least favorite activity in the whole world is waiting for things. But Dustin is playing Splatoon right now, and so I'm guessing, that's what's up with the waiting over there. And you're going to start to see on the Facebook group and in the Discord, I'm going to start announcing some of the sponsors that I will be working with this year for Mary Morales. And I'm hoping that we can hit a list as large as the list I had last year, because I think I had 50 sponsors last year. It was a lot. You're so organized. Val, I try to be, because my life is already chaos enough. I don't need my drills to be disorganized too, honestly. I gotta have some form of like just order in my life, because having messed up like drill storage, you don't want to see my round drill storage. That's pretty much just all of it in a box right now. Don't we all hate waiting? Yes, Laurel. I think we do. Not grumpiness, it's Pyrenees superiority complex. Yes, that too. He's in his well, he's out of his like uh his terrible Saurus Rex phase. And now he's just in like teenage Pyrenees boy phase. What are you giving him? Oh, just bread? You put Benadryl in it? Yeah, there's hot dogs in the fridge. Oh, well, now you made him all distrustful of the bread. Yep. Yep. Now you did it. See, he knows better. He knows that the pills come in the hot dogs now. So he's like, I'll take a hot dog, peasant. That you won't fool me. Oh, wrong color. That was close. I want to mix them. Yes, welcome in to everyone who's new. Please consider supporting the channel and dropping a like. I appreciate that. Abby, thank you. Thank you to the moderators hanging out in the chat. My friend had a chemistry teacher who used to write on the front board, without ice cream, there is nothing but chaos and darkness. It's true, though. It is very true. All right, now I'm into my special colors from Diamond Art Club here. I gotta scooch things back. All these special Diamond Art Club colors. You know what though? The thing that makes me really happy is if I run out of a color or something like that, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna have replacements, which then I don't have to wait for them in the mail. I can just replace them and then ask for them. You know what I mean? I don't have to wait for stuff. I have a coworker who got herself a kit at Hobby Lobby. Set her up with some nice upgrades. She told me today she spent 5 hours on it yesterday. So addicting, she said. Hopefully we've hooked another. Yes, bring them. Bring them into the fold. Tell them it only gets better. There's so much more to see. 60. Why did I make a thing for 6034 if I don't have a 6034 bag? Oh, here it is. I was like, what is happening right now? Waiting for replacements is no fun. I agree. And that's why I like having replacements just ready. Because I know with some people, they had to get replacements for, various things, and you'd wait weeks. I'm not going to wait weeks. I can't do that. So I always like to at least hope that I'm going to have something close to a replacement color, because that would make me insane. Totally crazy. All right, we're going to stick these in here for now. Those were my extra stuff. It's going to be 69 colors, so I have a feeling I'm going to have to do the same thing that I did before and like have some spares in this thingy or something like it. Yeah. Like and subscribe so Naomi shows up in your watch list. Yes, if you hit that notification bell, you'll also be notified when I have new videos or the live streams. When the live streams come up, it'll notify you. Do you think, hi Sherry, do you think anyone will be making an event tray? I'm a tray freak. Yes. Yes, we will. And we will have probably multiple options. You will likely see a tray from at least, I would say, 3 different companies for the event. Yes, thank you, mods. Yeah, you should see, I would say, easily 3 different tray makers popping up. We have plans. We have the plans, which I am super stoked for. Last year we had, well, this one is the Deep Six from Ephemera 3D from last year. They also made a totem. This one is the totem. This thing is so cool. You put your spare drills back here. There's like this is the spout. If you're emptying it out, you can put the spout in there. And then you fill this area up with extra diamonds. Okay. And then I'm gonna flip that. Flip. Stay there. There we go. You put your spare drills back here. This screw opens up so that you can drop drills down into here. If you're like color blocker, you have to color block, being able to just add drills to your tray so that they're not all collected in here. Very handy. This is called the totem. These are 2 removable trash trays on it. This was one company that we had trays from last year. We also had a tray from Firefly. This is the Switch Mini Max that was during Mary Morales last year. Mary Morales 24. And it's just like the tray that I usually use. It has the removable lid, removable trash tray. You can put a pen in here. It's got the open and closed pour spout. This was from Firefly. We also had a tray from, where in the heck did it go? Let's see. It's hiding on me. We had, it's a little tray. Oh, I probably put it over here, didn't I? It was a combo, actually. It was a trinket tray, and pen combo. If I can find the actual little tray, I don't know where it went. It's hiding. Oh, right here, under my, there we go. It was a tray, trinket tray, and pen combo for Mary Morales 2024 from Flawa Designs. There it is. From Flawa Designs. So we'll probably do the same thing this year where we have lots and lots and lots of options for you guys. I want you guys to have plenty of options to work with. All right, let's see. You have a weakness for trays too? All right. If you want to take it to a whole nother level, become a member. Yeah, Sarah. Yeah, I'm hoping to work with Firefly again. I'd like to. What does it mean when you sign into Discord? It says it has been disabled. I don't know. Wow, that is one fancy ass tray. Yeah. Yummy is really good at gathering and working with sponsors to get everyone all sorts of amazing swag. Yes, I try to get swag. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what in the heck is going on. You have that tray I'm showing. Yeah, I don't know, Peggy. That's weird that it says it's disabled. Like that the link is disabled or the Discord is disabled. But I can tell you that the Discord is not disabled. Hold on a second. Let me get you a new live link and see what that does. Let's try, see if that does. And then Shelby, meanwhile, is going to look it up for you. But I've never seen that happen before. So I don't know. Sorry about it. So yeah, we've got lots and lots and lots of options. I'm also shopping around for trinket trays. This was one from last year that I had designed. It was made by Craftspirations, but I believe I'm going to have a different tray designer this year. We had all kinds of pens. One of the pens came from um, Diamond Pen Pal. This was one of the like winning pens, but they made an Ajacai pen, which had hydrangeas in it. One winner got an Ajacai pen that actually has Ajacai in it from Diamond Pen Pal. They made an inside watery eyes pen over at Diamond Pen Pal, and it's got little fish and little lily pads in there. They also did a Hades and Persephone and another kind of pen. I don't know. This one was a winning pen from Kevin's DP Pens after Mizuchira. This was a blank that was supposed to match with Chroma, and this one was from Grateful Pop Blanks based on Chroma. And as far as I'm aware, I will be working with Grateful Pop Blanks again, possibly with Candylicious pens like we did before, to have a blank from Grateful Pop turned into your choice of a pen. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. That's all I can say. But yeah, I'm going to approach some other new sponsors that we haven't worked with before and see if we can't get some really fantastic sponsors and all kinds of trays, pens, you name it. I'm going to work them sponsors, see what I can get done for you guys and make sure that you get some really cool stuff. If you join too many discords too close together, that can be it too. It says they said contact Discord support. Yeah, I've never had that happen, Peggy. I don't know. Very strange. But do you have Facebook, Peggy? You're welcome to post at least on the Facebook group if you are not able to figure that out on Discord. But yeah, I'm just super excited. Like this is my favorite time of year, not just because my birthday is on the 2nd, but also because celebrating Margaret, amazing, giving away free stuff, also amazing. I feel like Santa Claus, just like, and you get a tray, and you get a pen, and you get free stuff. So fun. So fun. Um, and I'm pretty much running everything like I did last year. The one big difference between last year and this year is that instead of having two ultimate prizes, I'm going to try and break it up into smaller grand prizes so that more people can win an ultimate prize pack. And then I'm going to keep the weekly prizes a little smaller. So not small, like anywhere from 10 to $20 in value, sometimes a little more. But then those grand prizes, maybe I'll keep it to, like maybe $200 or $300. The last time, the first like ultimate prize valued out at about $1,000 and the second ultimate prize valued out at about 700. So I am going to try and break that up a little bit more so more people can win stuff. And last year, like this year, what I'm going to try and do is to make sure that every person who gets a finish on their canvas wins some kind of prize. We're going to see how many participants that we have to make sure that I'm able to do that, but I'm really going to try. Naomi is my favorite host because she clearly loves giving her prizes out. Oh, you can feel how much fun she's having. It makes me smile every time. Thank you. I appreciate that because I do really love to give out. Like that's, I seriously, I feel like Oprah. I feel like Oprah. And while, yes, sometimes I am incredibly jealous because now, mind you, when it comes to the prizes that I'm giving out, aside from, occasionally a sponsor might send me something to show on the channel, and usually I end up giving that away as a prize anyways. I don't take anything for the event. I don't get anything for hosting. It's more or less like I'm doing it because I love to do it. I really do love to do it. And I would do it for free because and I do it for free because it really does make my heart really big to give things to other people. It really does. I enjoy it a whole lot. Second this. Thank you. Just always so clear that she loves it all, loves what she's doing, and it's about community. Thank you. I really do try to make it that way. I'm not like I know there are other events out there that are a lot bigger than my events end up being, and maybe that won't always be true, but at least for the time being, while the event is somewhat smaller and there's not thousands of us and things like that, it's more to me about just let's all have a good time together, because one, I want to make sure that Margaret feels um special because it is an event about her art. It's not about me as a host. It's not about anything except for Margaret's artwork. And also it is really about community and everybody having a good time with it. That is massively important to me. Hugely important. So if there's anything in the entry form or in the rules or whatever that you're just not grasping or you have questions, feel free to reach out, comment on any video, or send me an email, houseofmiscellania@gmail.com, or on Discord, Facebook, wherever you can get a hold of me. I'm happy to answer any questions. And if it seems like something that wasn't clarified well enough for everybody, I'll make sure that I let everybody know what's happening. As a new person here, I can really tell you love it. Thank you, Rhonda. There's a reason you stand apart from many other hosts. You know what it is, Shelby? I send people the stuff that they win. Sorry. That was spicy. I shouldn't have said that. Yeah, I actually send people their prizes. That's one way to stand apart. Also, just a little teeny bit of preparation work makes a huge difference. Like actually, be ready for the event to happen. That's always a good thing too. I bet she loves that you're a huge fan of hers. What a good way to pay homage to her artistry. Yeah, I think she probably knows. She probably knows I'm a little whacked out. Like the can I tell you the way that I just about peed myself? Okay. For those people who did the event last year, hold on one second. Okay. I did some special artwork for release papers, and then Diamond Pen Pal did a cover minder. They did a cover minder for everybody, and I'll show it to you. Hold on. The artwork that was that on the tray? No, it was on a different thing. On some release papers, which I have buried somewhere. Hold on. Hold on. Let me unbury them. All right, Bee's Crafty Corner. Not you. Where in the heck did I put my Leona or my Loena's design? Well, either way. Oh, here they are. Perfect. Okay. I made release papers, and then Diamond Pen Pal came out with a cover minder that ended up matching the release paper that I designed last year. Every one of these little dragons that was on the release papers has a name. This one in particular is named Kaida, Kaida. Okay. Right at the end of the event, Margaret did a video where she answered fan questions that we asked her, and she was working on a piece that she had named Eye of Kaida for Year of the Snake. And when I tell you that there was nothing planned, I didn't know she was naming it Kaida. She didn't know I was naming my little dragon Kaida. And we ended up naming them the same thing. And when I tell you that I sent her like the most gooey, stupid fan crush email about the fact that we had named something the same thing, like it was pretty gross. It was a it was a pretty disgusting fangirl moment. I'm not even gonna lie. I was probably one of those people that she's like, let me make sure this lady never gets my address, my actual address, because I'm in trouble. Molly, you in danger, girl. Because yeah, that's little Kaida. And I just about wet in my pants. It was pretty sad. Pretty sad. Uh, diamonds in running. Just started diamond painting this year. Ooh, so this will be my first Morales event and my first Morales painting. Sleeps with butterflies. Yes, that's such a beautiful finish too. Why are you standing on my corner of Spicy Town? You love spicy, Naomi? A little bit. Actually sending prizes. Imagine that. I know. I know it. The shade of it all. You know, I never did get that from them. Oh no. Yeah, it was I'm sure she loved it and was also like, let me back away slowly from this lady so she doesn't think that I'm gonna run too fast. Because you know how like when you're fight or flight, and if you run, then the predator knows you're coming, and then it's like pounce. Yep. She was probably scared I was gonna do the pounce. I would be if I were her. Like, let me not startle the predator. Yeah, a bad thing. It'll be your first also. Haven't picked the piece yet. Oh my goodness, there's so many good ones. So, going through them, I always have a really difficult time choosing a piece I'm going to work on anyways. Autism. But the thing with that is like with the Moraleses, they're all so freaking pretty. How can you how can you narrow it down, you know? And so part of me goes, okay, when I'm picking a piece, because I'm going to do two pieces, I always do. Uh, one of them is going to be Onahime, which if you missed it when I showed it at the beginning, hold on. If you already missed my showing the can a bit ago, this is Onahime. She is the kitsune, which the reason that I love Onahime specifically is Margaret is a huge fan of Japanese anime and manga. And so the like this is anime and manga in one. And I figure I want to honor Margaret's artwork by honoring what Margaret loves the most, right? And so I'll be working on Onahime as my first diamond painting. The second one might be the one that came out today. Not sure. Um, but the Predator, yes. Uh, like Alien versus, yes, very that. Um, but I like when it comes down to the actual picking of things, any one of them is the right answer, right? Any single Morales that you want to work on is the correct answer. So whatever you end up picking, you're not wrong. I've already worked on I finished Ajasai, I finished Mizuchira, I finished Down the Rabbit Hole, and I finished Chroma. What did I finish anything else? Or am I missing something? What else? What else? Did I finish any other Moraleses? I don't think so. I think that's it. And if you're not familiar, I'll show you. This is Ajasai with the hydrangeas. Ajasai actually means hydrangea, which is beautiful. Chris Hansen, right? Somebody better call Chris Hansen. Let's see. Another one was, let's see. Well, at first I didn't want to work on too many Moraleses in a row because I was like, oh my gosh, what if they don't release any more of them? And then they're like, oh, you said more. Oh, Down the Rabbit Hole. I knew I was forgetting one, right? Mizuchira, Maybe I said down the rabbit hole. Down the rabbit hole. I did that one too. And then I did, oh, Chroma and Sleeps with Butterflies. I knew I was missing something. Always do. Hold on, where is it at? Where is it at? Nope, it's not a Morales. Here we go. Chroma. I did Chroma. It's gorgeous. It even better in person. And then I did for Gods and Goddesses, I did Sleeps with Butterflies to represent Psyche. Yeah, she pretty. She pretty. And so now we've got Onahime in the books. She's ready to go. Well, that's ready to go. I still got to kit everything up, but I'm just, yeah, I'm stoked. And I think, like I said, any Morales is the correct Morales to pick. It just makes it really hard. So, one thing I recommend doing, and honestly, you're going to know if it's the right one or not when you do it. Put them into like a wheel randomizer or some sort of random name picker or whatever, and let it pick. And if the first one it picks, you're like, no, I don't want to do that one. Have it pick the next one and narrow it down until you're like, that's the one I want to work on. Even though it's not technically picking for you the first time, you're going to know how you feel when it does pick for you. Because kind of you probably already know what piece you want to do. You just don't know that that's the one you want to do just yet. That's how I recommend doing it. It's worked for me in the past, right, Melissa? I finish, I know what my second will be, but I'm keeping secrets. Ooh, secret, secret. Secret, secret, you got a secret. With parts made in Japan. Yeah, I think that any Morales is the correct Morales. I don't even, it doesn't even matter which one it is. Keeping secrets. I don't even know, is that legal? I don't think that's legal. It better be that clown girl. Ooh. Well, I know what her first one is. I'm not going to tell her because I'm gonna let her tell. I know what her first one is. So I don't think that the second one is going to be a DIY moon shop. I'm going to tell you that right now. I don't think that will be the case. Maybe it won't be. Maybe it will be. I mean, ultimately, it's up to her. But I don't think it will be. But we shall see. Sujin's gonna come for you for that for the girl. The well, she says clown girl. She's more like a circus girl. I don't know, whatever you want to call her. So yeah, I'm sorry, I'm bouncing you a little bit. Uh I am just beyond excited. I honestly I really want to get started now. Like, is it time yet? But we can't. It's not time yet. I've been dying to like, can I go? Is it go time? Not go time. Not go time yet. Which is sad for me because I'd like it to be go time. I would like it to be go time, but it is not yet go time. And I think that well, obviously I still have prep stuff I need to do and all the things, but man, carnival ride. Yeah, carnival. So carnival. She's a carnival girl. Whatever she's called. That one. That's the one Sujin wants you to do. He says, do it. Do it. You got a couple of drills on the bottom there. I thought for a second I had missed some in their containers, but oh, I did in this one. Dang it. Hate when I miss a couple. I get stuck in the back or something. fixed it. Clown weird me out, so I refuse to say she's a clown. Fair enough. She looks like what do they call them? A harlequin? A harlequin? I don't know. Want sleeps with butterflies too. Oh, she gonna come for you? After today, I now have one for each month. Ooh. You have one what? You have a Morales for each month? Are you gonna try and do a year-long Morales on your own? Now, here's the thing. I I had thought at one point about doing a year-long Morales event, but I don't know that I can work on any one artist for a full year. I really don't. I mean, my love, as you all know, for Morales runs so deep. It is so deep, but I really don't think I could do a Morales all year long. A harlot? Yeah, she's a harlot. A harlot. You know it. You know it. Well, you're supposed to be on my side. Oh, man. Where else did you say you can get licensed Margaret Morales kits? So you can now it's tricky because the other place that you could get Morales licensed kits from has actually closed. That was a place called DIY Moon Shop. Now, you can find them in D stash groups. One moment, hold one moment. Sorry about that. Something like metal, it sounded like fell down outside, and then the dogs just lost their minds. So sorry. Two Morales kits. Oh, one in December, one for January. Yes, 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 yes. But yeah, so there used to be a shop called DIY Moon Shop. And if you're looking around and you kind of know what you're looking for, like the names or whatever, from the DIY Moon Shop company, which is now closed, you can sometimes find them in D stash groups. Um, I've got a few, but they can be a little spendy. But if you are a like former cross stitcher and you also diamond paint and you want to try your hand at a cross stitch conversion, there's a place that is called Heaven and Earth Designs. And that is a place online where you can buy licensed Morales patterns that you can then convert. Now, if this isn't something that you've ever done before, there are some videos like on YouTube from other YouTubers that have like how-to videos. The only one that I can think of right off the top of my head is Diamonds and Washi. She has some instructional videos on how to do cross stitch conversions. I've never done one personally. Um, but you could also do a cross stitch conversion. And then there are also like there's a singular custom by of Margaret's out there that would be considered licensed because it was with permission of the artist. But I think now that she's with Diamond Art Club, you wouldn't be able to get a licensed custom piece from Margaret because it's very possible that it would license with Diamond Art Club later. Going on places like AliExpress or Temu or Sheen or anything like that, if you find her artwork out there, it is not licensed. It is considered stolen artwork. So those would not be considered. So pretty much right now, it has to be Diamond Art Club, DIY Moon Shop, cross stitch conversion from Heaven and Earth Designs, or the one custom that's out there floating around that I don't think the girl that owns it is going to part with since there was a Ben's break. Yeah, it wasn't even Ben's, it was Bowie actually barking at I don't know what like fell down outside, but yeah, she lost her mind about it. She was like, "No making clangy sounds outside my house." Not even one time. The clang clangs. But yeah, so those are kind of your options as of this moment. What color was that? 581. Get a new bag. Didn't have a bag. Also call it repayment for benching me for days, Noel. Oh no. Sounds complicated. Yeah, cross stitch conversions can be pretty complicated. The problem I find with them is not really so much the complication because if you've cross stitched, then it's not unlike counted cross stitch, but the money that it costs to get a blank canvas, all the diamonds that you might need for it in specific colors from different places that sell diamonds by themselves. That's the real trick, I think, is just the cost at the end is pretty astronomical with regard to a cross stitch conversion, unless you're able to do it a little bit thriftier, which is not easy to do. Thank you all for the explanation. I really appreciate. Yeah, absolutely, Rhonda. And yeah, like Abby's saying, recommending starting with a smaller piece for a cross stitch conversion would be a good idea because it takes time and concentration, but the expense is redonkulous. I'm at the point now where I think I've got enough of my like spare drills saved up that I probably could get away with doing my cross stitch conversion with old Diamond Art Club drills for free on that end, but I'm still going to have to buy a blank canvas, which, woof. I've already purchased a Margaret Morales um, chart from Heaven and Earth Designs, but I'm not ready to jump that hurdle yet. I'm scared because man, if you're scared a little bit of confetti, it's a lot of confetti, meaning a lot of color changes, etc. It's a lot of that. Look at this pretty, pretty green. I love 699. It's one of my favorite colors. Love it. There are some kits that act like a conversion, but no math on your own. Yeah. I've never cross stitched. I'm crafty with 3D printers, lasers, crickets. Oh, cool. Cry cut, not cricket. Very handy. Do you like run a business for 3D printing or you just do other stuff? Saving Rapunzel to use the canvas for a cross stitch. Oh, there you go. And that's it too. Like you could also take an old canvas and cover it over if you wanted to. That's also a possibility if you wanted to. I never even thought about that. I've got some Dreamer Designs canvases that I could probably cover over. First gen Dreamer Designs. I'd just be worried about the gapping. Oh my God. Oh, my friend says it's like the insect. Oh, it is cricket. So not cry cut. I don't know. Don't ask me. Don't ask me. Either one makes sense. So it is what it is. Um, but yeah, so I'm very, 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 very excited. Like beyond. I was so nervous and like recording the information video uh that I probably re-recorded it 3 or 4 different times because I was just so like I realized I was motor mouthing and I wasn't I was just talking so fast And like none of this makes any sense to me. So let me start that over. And then I'd start over and then I would just be again, I was just like blah, 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 so excited and just confusing myself, honestly. I was like, I sure hope anybody got any of that. Let me start over. Then I'd start over again. That's okay. Nothing wrong with being excited, right? Nothing wrong with being excited. Oh, I need a new bag. 4734. But yeah, I'm glad that at least it made half sense. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, okay. Yes, I have a business to business shop here in Rock Hill, South Carolina. Reach out to businesses and offer logos, engraved swag, etc. Ooh, I also have a day job. I work in cybersecurity. Uh-oh. There you go. There you go. So then, um, are you talking like because I don't know a lot about 3D printing and things like that. Are you talking about like those little logos that you can have in like in YouTube videos or live streams or whatever where it has like that person's name? Or is it something more like you're talking like a sign that would go outside of a business or a sign that would sit like, I don't know, lighten up on somebody's desk or something? I'm interested. Do tell. Do tell. Tell me all about it. Explain what that means. Because I have no talent in that direction whatsoever. I haven't gotten to watch the vid yet, so we get to send questions for Margaret again. Yes, yes, yes. I will be. I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna watch the old video and just kind of like cross out the questions that she already answered from last time, and then I'm going to let people know, like, if you want the answers to these questions, go check out this video. And then one, kind of go through some of the questions that we still had left over, see if people ask those again or want those put back in the group to see if she'll answer it this time. Otherwise, yes, we would come up with some new questions for Margaret. And she's going to record a video like she did last time while she's working on a piece of artwork and answering those questions for us. And that will probably come sometime toward the end again, like the last time. I have one I know we didn't ask for sure. Ooh. Yeah, there were a couple of them on there that she didn't end up answering, and I was like, "Oh man, I really wanted to know the answer to that." So I may a couple of them I may throw back in because it's like, well, listen, maybe she just picked, like every other one, she just looked up and grabbed a question and answered it. So I'm gonna try again because why the heck not, right? So if you've got questions for Margaret, keep them in your mind because we might be able to ask her. I make signs from acrylic, wood, or 3D printed. To make 3D printed business cards, QR code stickers, engraved jewelry with logos, tumblers, t-shirts. That's cool. Super cool. I have a friend who does like oh, it's like it's like he does stuff with metal engraving. And at one point, he was going to make me like a metal engraved sign for either the table or something to lay down on the table to do like my unboxings and stuff on. But um, I'm not sure what happened. Like probably life, other projects, things like that. He had not done it yet. I got to check in with his lady person just to see a where in the heck she's been at. But oh, a DAC restock. What's in it? Oh Lord, somebody tell me. Somebody tell me what's in it. Is it a full restock or is it one of those little weird mini ones that like Hey, we found these in the back shelves. Somebody will have to tell me what's in there. Curiouser and curiouser. Really keeps me on top of the day job. Yeah, I imagine it probably does. Sounds cool though. And cybersecurity is, I don't think that that's ever going to not be necessary. Oh, full restock. Home of the Coven. All right, now you're going to have me go look. Let me go see what restocked at Diamond Art Club. Of course, you have restock after I've already used my trick or treat code, right? We've got, let's see. Let's put it together, shall we? Back in stock. We have Dog Christmas Tree, Canine Christmas, Malibu Vibes for Barbie, Lumeria, Last Autumn Days, Peace on Earth, Bountiful Voyage, Clematis Stained Glass, Summer Solstice, Midnight Laundromat, Rolo the Ragdoll Cat, Harborside Carolers, Reborn, Any Candy, Aquarius, Spooky Gamer Girl. Oh, better go get your Spooky Gamer Girl. If you were looking for it, it's back in stock. You still have your BOGO 50? Noise. Nothing on your list that I'm aware of except Home of the Coven. Let's see. Yes, I mean, Spooky Gamer Girl's on there, but she's not like high on my list. Yeah, Home of the Coven is really pretty. Sunlit Petals, Embrace, Dolphins Playground, Interstellar Tag Whaler, Tail Wagger. Yeah, really, it's Home of the Coven and Spooky Gamer Girl. Ooh, Goddess of Stonehenge. She's pretty. I don't want her, but she's pretty. How do you see the restock? Um, you can either go to the Diamond Art Club site, or app if you have the app version. Here is a link just to the restocks. And you can look there. If you've never ordered from Diamond Art Club before, my recommendation is to go first onto the website to make your first order. And I actually have a code to save 15% on your first order, your first ever order on the website. And then after you've purchased on the website the first time and saved 15%, then if you download the app and you shop on the app for the first time, then you get 20% off. But if you shop on the app first and use that 20% off, you never get to use the 15% off. So you can save 15% and then 20%. Ooh, you're diamond as of today. Congratulations. Just used it. Noise. Tigger out here with all the money. I still have to use mine because issues this morning. Well, you don't have to use that. You know, you don't have to use your code, but I understand wanting to. Because it is a BOGO 50. Damn, what? Oh, I dropped it. But I completely understand after all of the Michael damage that you suffered this morning, wanting to actually get to use your code. Expected to ship by November 20th, 2025. I see on at least 2 of the restocks. Oh boy. So it's pending arrival, must be. My husband saw Goddess of Atlantis and went, "Why don't you have that one?" So she's on my restock alert now. Hey, is he going to pay for it? Because, like, I mean, that's only fair, right? If he's all, why don't you have that? Then you say, why don't you buy that? Good info for newbies. You bet, Rhonda. Those bad words. I was more have to use it. Well, listen, like I said, I understand. I understand. I'd want to use it too. I spent enough with them this morning. I'm trying. Like they need to just knock it the heck off because I'm trying to save my coins for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and then they're all like, "Have a Morales," and I'm like, "Okay, cool, will do." It's okay because honestly, I was saving my coins for Black Friday and Cyber Monday, expecting Moraleses during Black Friday and Cyber Monday, so it's fine. I just got one a little earlier than expected. And I think the um, Luncheon that came out today, she's probably going to end up being my second Morales piece for Mary Morales. So it's okay. It's not for definitely sure yet, but I'm fairly certain she's going to end up being my second kit. I don't want to make any promises because, geez, you just never know what's going to happen between now and January. Yeah, he wants me to do it for him. So that was yes. So that is exactly right. Okay, so Dustin saw the succulents from was that last week? Gosh, I don't even remember. The succulents that came out recently. And he goes, "Oh my gosh, I like that." And I was like, "Okay, well, if you like it, you can buy it. I'll work on it. Obviously, I'm not going to make him do it, but he can pay for it. 'Cause, like them babies ain't cheap." I'm like, "Dang, boy. Can't be buying all the diamond paintings you want me to work on for you, succulents or not. I love you, but dang. Not I love you, but you know what I mean. I do love him, but dang." I'm like, man, Dak seeing no instant sellouts the last few weeks was like, well, we can't have that. Mm-hmm. Rude, 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 rude. How very dare they? Oh, information. Also, my plan is I would like to try and do the first auction on my channel. I would say in the month of November, hopefully in the next couple of weeks. Okay. So I'm probably gonna start out with like four people's kits if possible. We'll run it longer if we need to. It's not a big deal. Um, and I've only got a couple of people right now who have sent me their lists of things that they might want to sell. One, there is no auction fee. Like I'm not making any money to auction your stuff off. You will get your own money. It's all you. This is more or less just for fun, and so people can destash some stuff before Black Friday if possible. I will probably throw in a few of my own things into the auction, but if there were things that you did want to auction off and you want to get in on that either first or second auction list, you need to get me your lists in ASAP because I'm going to do that on a first come first served basis. So if you want to make some money before Black Friday, please make sure you get me your list of things that you want to auction sooner rather than later. I'll put up information on the Discord and then I'll probably um remind you guys about it like in the next week, I would say, because I'm going to start getting that stuff together, like I said, in the next couple of weeks. So, if you were thinking about it, send me those lists on Discord. And then we're going to do live on YouTube and an auction because Crashly said, I don't own auctions. You don't have to have my permission. And I was like, well, but I'm going to ask anyways because it's the polite thing to do. Feel free to set start bid on all of mine. I trust your judgment. The prices on those were the sale price on D-Stash. Okay. Where did you get the dividers you use? So the dividers are actually like baseball card dividers that I wrote the numbers on. And then the stickers that are on them actually came from Art Dot. Like it was a Art Dot sticker thing that was on them. or that, sorry, that was on a sticker sheet that came with the diamond painting storage trays, the 60 count, but you can get it with, you can just buy the stickers from Art Dot also. But yeah, they're just like baseball card separators. They're just cards, card stock, nothing special. Really cheap. I think I got, I don't know, like 1,800 or 2,000 of them for like $6 or something. Not very expensive. Have to use it. I was trying to spend elsewhere, and they were like, "Here's a Persephone and a Morales." Yeah. They came in on it, and Krista did in a couple minutes. Yeah, the Chrissy the Chrisabug Chrissy, she sold out very quickly both times this morning. I mean, granted, we don't know how many they stocked, but that there was definitely a quick turnaround on those. It was a good, I mean, to be fair, it was the first, in my opinion, the first really good Chrisabug that I've seen. I mean, there's a couple of things that, yeah, I feel like I'd probably want to fix on the render. Just a couple of nitpicky things that I don't personally care for. But I mean, ultimately, it was one of the first really, really good Chris bugs that I've liked in a while. So I can understand that. We've been waiting for a good Chris bug for a hot minute. There are at least 818 diamond paintings in the pending restock section. What? 819? That's interesting. There must be some little baby glitch happening. I don't know. Special is in the eye of the beholder. Organization is good. That's true. That's very true. And it was inexpensive. I don't want to spend a bunch of money. It's basically Ziploc bags and baseball card dividers. This thing here, which is a five slot divider for like baseball cards, magic cards, whatever. I think this was $12 in my local like game shop, like Magic the Gathering type deal. Yeah, I didn't want to spend a bunch of money trying to do my extra drill storage. Can't afford all of that. Some people have really fancy setups. I am not one of those very fancy people. I unfortunately am not one of the fancies. Time are we at? 9 o'clock almost. Well, so much for trying to kit up. I've just been kitting down, and that's okay because we're talking about useful things. But yeah, I would say either on a Tuesday, and it might actually be a Tuesday rather than a Saturday for the auction, just so that I'm not like, well, I mean, it could, I suppose, go from, you know, Crashly's auction right into my auction. That could be useful. Kind of send people in one direction or the other. See if she wouldn't mind sending people on over if they want to do another auction. Or would you guys rather try to keep it a little small-ish? I mean, I want people to buy your stuff. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of the point. But I also don't want people to come in and start snaking items and you know what I mean? Like not giving everybody a chance to get the stuff that they do want. Play Magic the Gathering and use card storage items when I yeah, heck yeah. Handy as hell. I got poster board for my separators. Yeah, I'm lazy. That's really what it is. I'm lazy. Yeah, we have cards in all of ours, but totally stealing your idea. Oh, please do. Like I said, it's super inexpensive for what it actually is. It's not expensive at all. Pogo, quit squeeping over there. My bird. I have a parrot. She thinks she's the ruler of the universe and she's evil, so I just let her believe it. I like keeping my face intact, you know? They have Dark Lilith in the pending restock. Ooh. Yeah. I'd like to try and keep it where um maybe doing it a little differently than Crashly is currently doing it, where like snipes would be allowed, but you'd be limited to like two per auction. So yeah, you still could snipe, but you better know what you want to snipe for because otherwise you're only going to get to do it like two times. You know? I mean, people like them, so 2 days of auctions could be fun. Well, it'd be like several hours of auctions. You know what I mean? Because hers would take place at, like 4 p.m. Central, and then mine would take place at 7:30 p.m. Central. It'd be like a long day of auctioning. What color did I just take out? Oh, 3072. But yeah, I mean, I don't, I get why people snipe. I understand why it's also entertaining, but I want to make sure people get their opportunity. If people have just spent their money there, will they be less likely to Oh, that's a good point. I'm saying do it Tuesday. Ah, okay. I see. I see. 2 different days of auctions, not 2 days. Yeah, okay, I got you. I got you. Yeah, I'd like to, yeah, make sure that people have money to spend for it too. That's definitely important. Because the point would be, to sell the things. And I've seen some of these lists, you guys. I know people. What? Pogo, quit being ridiculous. Hey, Ray, I appreciate that. I don't know what she's squeeping about. Just over there. She has fresh water. I literally just gave her water earlier. Her food is not old, so I don't know what she's screaming about. Being a little redonk. Maybe just put a little fresh food on top so she thinks she's getting fresh food. Oh, is it? What a fat bird. I literally just put fresh in there this morning and she ate all of it. What a fat bird. Central. Where are you located? I am in Wisconsin, Rhonda. So I'm in Central Time. 3362. There it is. Or Revive Thursday for a special occasion. Oh, there we go. I mean, granted, it would be on YouTube and not Twitch, but that could be fun. I'm not opposed to reviving a Thursday night just for funsies. I didn't realize how many freaking colors were in Dreaming with Wolves. My goodness. My goodness. Let me show you before I don't end up getting to do anything for the live. Look at the color palette on Onahime. Look at it. Look at it. It's so good. There's so much orange in there. Yeah, there's some blue, but mostly it's orange. I'm excited because it's not a color palette I would normally work on. Kind of loving that. Kind of loving that. I'm trying to do things outside of my normal milieu, Something outside of the norm for me. And orange is definitely outside of the norm. Into Madison, and it's like a real life Mayberry. Yeah, a little bit. I mean, granted, it's a little bigger than Mayberry, but it's very friendly. They're like the whole term Wisconsin nice. It is a thing. It really is a thing. I feel like people in Wisconsin are definitely Wisconsin nice. Like I was telling friends that, like in a state like let's say Michigan or Indiana, I've ended up with a flat tire and sat and waited for somebody to stop for hours. I mean, hours I've sat waiting. Whereas in Wisconsin, you're like, you have one person already underneath your car getting it jacked up for you, and then you're like waving traffic, like, nope, I've got it. No, I don't need a phone, whatever. You're just basically telling people like, nah, I'm good. Already have six people helping me. This guy's got my car up on a jack. This dude's getting, oop, bumped ya. This dude's getting a tire for me. That guy's already gone to call a wrecker or whatever. Yeah, it's definitely Wisconsin nice is definitely a thing, a real thing. The food was so good, the cheese and beer. Yeah, we got a lot of that. We definitely have a lot of cheese and beer here. It's like you can't throw a rock without hitting a bar or a church. It's definitely the way it is around here. Bars and churches, all the bars and churches you could ever want in your whole life. 37. But yeah, very, very true. The cheese is good. I'm not actually much of a cheese eater myself. Uh, I'll eat some cheese, but for the most part, I'm like kind of nah, I'm good. But I do have to say, I really, really enjoy our cheese curds. I don't eat a lot of like cheeses from other lands though, so I guess I really couldn't tell you whether or not our cheese is the best cheese, but I can tell you it's pretty good. What I do eat of cheese, it is tasty. Definitely very tasty. What were you doing in Wisconsin? Just visiting the Madison area? New York, you'd be waiting forever, right? If you want, I can show you the progress picture I took when I did. Yeah. Oh, I like progress pictures. You know me. I always like pictures. Deep fried breaded cheese sticks. Yes, mozzarella sticks, fried cheese curds. I feel like you can get fried cheese curds at basically every bar in Wisconsin. Like that's just a Wisconsin bar staple. And then we've got a few different like craft breweries, but one of our better ones that I went to a beer tasting, which I'm not a beer person, like not generally a beer person, but we've got a place that has what's called Spotted Cow, and that particular place, New Glarus Brewing Company. Oh my gosh, they have some of the best like light in color beers that I've ever had. Not light as in like Bud Light. I mean light as in, there's one that's called Three Naked Ladies or Naked Ladies, totally naked. And then there's something ladies, the three ladies, and then totally naked. They're very, very light colored beers, and they actually taste good. And again, I am not a beer person, so I was very shocked to even enjoy any of it when we went on a beer tasting. Hello, little one 710. Hello, hello. Indeed, you can. All right. But yeah, I enjoy living in Wisconsin. I've lived here since 87, 87, and I've lived here pretty much since then and don't have a whole lot of need or want to move anywhere else. I really love my state. I think it has some of the honestly prettiest landscape in my opinion. We get all four seasons, which I love. We get, winter, spring, summer, and fall consistently every year. Sometimes they last longer than other years, but other than that, I really, really like it. There for business twice, and I was so happy to have to go back. Oh, well, if you're ever in the area again and you need somebody to show you around, I will take you to some of my favorite places that I know. One of my favorite places that I think everybody should visit when they come to Wisconsin is a place called House on the Rock. Um, if you are a fan of um, current fiction, It was in a book called American Gods, and it is a really surreal and wonderful experience of a place, just an odd, like roadside attractions are very popular in the state of Wisconsin, and that is a doozy. That one is a doozy. One of my favorites, honestly, and worth visiting. About one of the most surreal places I've ever been to in real life. Like, you go, is this real life right now? Like, what is happening? It feels very like, I don't know, just sort of like an acid trip or a fever dream. That's so Wisconsin kind of me. Well, thank you. I read and liked American Gods. Didn't know it was a place. Yes, it's a real place. Actually, in fact, all of the places that they go in the books are actually places you can go. And everywhere that he describes that they go to in the house on the rock, it is all real. It is all of it is real. I've been to the house on the rock 35, 36 times. And that was prior to ever reading the book. I didn't know it was in his book immediately because he had started he had started writing it after I'd I'd talked to him, but yeah, pretty crazy. But it is a real place, and it is a real trip. Remind me to tell you a funny story about that book sometime. Um, but yeah, so there are some really fantastic weird places in Wisconsin that are definitely worth visiting. Um, if you're ever like in the area of a place called Elkhorn, the sheriffs in Elkhorn, all of them carry one real silver bullet because there is a story, a very old story about um, an animal called the Beast of Bray Road. It's a werewolf story. And so the sheriffs in that particular area in Elkhorn, they actually carry one silver bullet in case they ever need it for a werewolf. That is a true story. And if you want to know more about that, there's a book that was written by Linda Blair. I think her last name, not Linda Blair. That's the lady from Poltergeist. Um, dang it. I'll have to look it up. But she wrote a story about Wisconsin. It's also featured in the book Weird Wisconsin. They talk about the sheriffs in Elkhorn carrying around one singular silver bullet in case they ever run into the Beast of Bray Road. And Bray Road is a real place in Elkhorn where you can go werewolf hunting. I'll have to check that out, but now I have to read the book. You should. You should read the book. It's really good. Shut up. Excuse you. Oh, you know who has not been shamed in probably I don't even know how long. Hold, please. I need to get with a shaming. One moment. Here, here, come here. Oh no, it's sugar shame time. Gonna shame you before the end of the live stream. Oh, it's sugar shame time. Demanded sugar shame time. Here's sugar. Look at this dog. Always trying to bark at nothing. Starting crap. Thinking she's barking at something. And she's not. Look at her. Shameless. She has no shame. Oh, sugar. Do, 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 do. Oh, doggy, sugar. Do, 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 do. You are annoying dog. And you got me really mad. Not really mad. You don't. But you're barking at nothing. Could you not bark at nothing while I'm doing a live stream, please? Look at her. Look at her shivering. Look at her. She's so scared. She's like, I'm scared, Mom. Now she's looking for something to bark at. Oh, sugar bugger. Sit there. Sit there. Be quiet. I'm almost done. Goofy dog. Yeah, we haven't had one of those in a while. All right. I'm working on my last color out of this particular set, and then I am all done kitting down so I can begin to kit up Onihime. I'll be ready to do that. I don't know, maybe on the next whip and chat or something. It'll be a slow process, I guess. And then I think I will take off a little bit early tonight so I can go use the bathroom, go and chat with people in either text chat or whatever on Discord. We can go and typey to each other and hang out. But that way I'm also off of here before Dustin gets back with Beans and he decides that I've got to walk him because, you know, that's what he demands the minute that I walk in the door. But look at that. We're all done kitting down for Dreaming with Wolves. That's pretty exciting. You got to see a sugar shaming. That's always a good thing. And don't worry, we'll have more of those as Mary Morales continues. But don't forget, did she run away like I did when I was going to get spanked? Yes. Yes, she always runs away. She thinks she's going to get in trouble and she never is. But don't forget to hit the like button on your way out the door. Hit up that entry form. Make sure you're in either the Facebook group for Mary Morales or that you are on the Discord so that you can join us in one way or the other for the event itself. And you know, I can't wait to get started. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Thank you to all the people who've been in the chat. Thank you to everybody new that hung out with us. Rhonda, it was very lovely to meet you. Glad that you were here with us. And I hope you'll join us again. I really, really do. But otherwise, you guys, I'm going to get the heck out of here as ever. I hope that wherever you guys are in this great, big, wide, wonderful world of ours, that you are having a warm, because it's getting cold out there, warm and happy, safe morning, evening, or afternoon, whatever time it is, wherever you are. All right. See you guys next time.